Good morning. Thank you for watching. Hope y'all are getting ready for Christmas coming up this week. This is always a good time of the year. Everybody's happy, and some folks is getting a few days off from work, and everybody needs a good rest. And I was talking to a friend of mine. He's got several kids and grandkids, and they got together last night, and they didn't really want to put up the old Christmas tree that they had. It's one of them old fake ones that you put together, and they didn't want to do that, so they got together and they got them some cardboard, and they drawed them out a Christmas tree and took it out in the yard and painted it green. Come back in and made decorations for it, made a paper chain to go on it, and sprinkled it with glitter, and I think he said they had little kids there, and they put green paint on their hands, and they put their hands on the tree, and made all kinds of decorations for it, and they stood it up in the window, and it looked like a Christmas tree. And they cut out little animals and put in front of it, and he showed me a picture of it, and it was really pretty. The biggest thing about that is they all had a good time putting all that together, having fun and being together. That's what the Lord wants us to do. He wants us to be together and have fun, have a good time, and be with our family. Today, we're out here in the old workshop, and I've got a little story about a fella in his workshop. So I'd like to share that with you. And it's called Conrad's Great Guest. And it's from Helen Steiner Rice. It happened one day near December's end. Two neighbors called on an old-time friend, and they found his shop so meager and lean, made gay with thousands of bows of green. And Conrad was sitting off with face ashined, and he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine. And he said, "Old friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me and said, I'm a-coming your guest to be. So I've been busy with feet astir and strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafter the holly is twined. And now I'll wait for the Lord to appear and listen closely, so I will hear his step as he nears my humble place. And I'll open the door and look on his face." And so his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known, for long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew, with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and the best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start and look for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he had had a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all of his clothes were ragged and worn. But Conrad was touched when he went to the door and said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that'll keep you warmer too." So with grateful heart, the man went away. But Conrad noticed the time of day, and he'd wondered what made the Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock, he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more, a bent old lady with a shawl of black, with a bundle of kindling piled on her back. So she asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guests. But her voice seemed to say, "Please, don't send me away. Let me rest a while on Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were slipping away. And the Lord hadn't come as he said he would, but Conrad felt sure he'd misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me, tell me where I am." So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew that he should make the little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all of her childish fears. He led her back to her home once more, but as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room and he knelt down to pray. And he said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." When soft in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor, and 3 times I came to your lonely door. For I was the beggar with bruised cold feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, and 3 times I came in. Each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts of love is the best, and I was honored to be your Christmas guest." What a wonderful story that is. We can look at ourselves and wonder, how we could make somebody's life a little better. The way old Conrad did, he took care of the beggar and the old woman and the little child. This is Christmas, and that's what we usually try to do. But not only should we do it on Christmas, we should do it every day that we get the opportunity. And I know there's a lot of opportunities out there these days. There's a lot of bad things going on, a lot of sickness, and a lot of stuff going on. But love, like it says here, love is the best thing that we can have. Love for our God, number one. Love for our families. Love for our neighbor. We're supposed to love our neighbors ourselves. So there's a lot of good little lessons that we can learn out of this. I'd also like to get you to pray for a friend of mine. His wife is really bad sick. She has the COVID. They put her in ICU night before last, and she's pretty sick. So pray for that family, and pray for all the folks that having the COVID right now. Seems like it's getting worse all the time. But maybe we can pray to the Lord, and He'll help us, and we can get this vaccine going pretty good. So I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas and upcoming Happy New Year. Be safe and try to stay away from the COVID stuff. But be safe if you're out traveling and wherever you're going, Christmas shopping or whatever. But be safe, and God bless. And y'all have a Merry Christmas. That's from me and my family to yours. Thank you. God bless.